Well, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome to the Toyota 1794 limited edition 4x4. And there's the key. You get two of these. You only get one actual key right now, but you get two of these. And we'll start with looking at the key, what it does. We're going to go over everything on this truck, and I'm going to unlock it and press and hold, and the stuff comes out. So with that being said, the truck's unlocked, and we'll start back here. Obviously you have a power step. Tailgate goes up, step goes up. I'll show you that in a minute. Cup holders, they're not really like cup holders, I wouldn't say. But if you get your tailgate down, everybody knows that you have a Tundra. This has the optional bed liner. It's got the cargo rail system, and there's a little bug there. You got the cargo lights on either side. And unfortunately, this is not the biggest. It's 120 volt. It would be nice, since this is a hybrid, to see a lot more power in there to charge up things in the back of the truck. And then you can see right here your shark fin up here, and then you got your cameras right there. So you got a camera for the rear view camera and the camera for the bed of the truck itself. And that's it for the bed. I like how they integrate these slots so you can put dividers in there, especially if you're up north. We're not. Obviously, this is beautiful sunny Florida, but you could put dividers in there to put weight in the back of the truck. And you close it, and the step goes back. You got a 2-inch receiver. You got your power 4-pin, 7-pin connector up here, which is great. I'm glad it's not down here, because down there it's not going to do you any good. And if you're going off-road, it's going to get damaged. So it's great to keep it up there. And there you can see the exhaust part of the package is that black exhaust tip. Obviously a solid rear axle and the full-size spare. And this does have the optional Nitto Ridge Grappler tires. This is an option on the truck. If you don't get them, you can put whatever you want. But what I noticed is the price of the tires, and then you have an optional tire that you can get on your own. The price is about the same. If I wanted to get KO2s on here, which I think would be great, it's the same price as getting these, which I think is about $1,600. And the main thing is, are these going to stay? Maybe not. Maybe I'll change these out to the TRD wheel and put 35s on it. That would be great. You can see the resonator in there. And this does have the full Fox suspension in it. So basically, when you're looking at this truck, you're looking at TRD Pro all underneath it, and the electronics for 4-wheel drive and off-road stuff inside this regular Tundra body. And then you're going to get the platinum grille here, but then you're going to get a special dark chrome surround, and you still have all your TRD stuff there. So you got your Fox 2.5s, you got your red half shafts, you got your beautiful red sway bar, and of course you have your power air dam right here. So at speed, that drops down, seals this off, and gives you some better fuel economy. That little skid plate there, that's going away. Those mounts right there that you see for the sway bar, those are going to go away, and inside of those gets replaced with tow hooks, because there's no tow hooks in the front of this vehicle and there's no collision lights, LED headlights, beautiful running lights with sequential turn signal, the iForce Max. This does have obviously keyless, keys in your pocket, power running boards come down, and obviously the interesting thing is you cannot get this with a TRD Pro, nor can you get that pano sunroof with a TRD Pro either. Plus, the thing that makes this truck better, in my opinion, than any other one, and I believe, and you can correct me in the comments, I believe the 623 or 1500, I believe this is probably the rarest truck that they've ever made. They teamed up with the Saddleback Leather Company to make this interior, so this is all hand done. In here you can see it has the 1794 and has the filigree in the 1794 itself. This is going to look a little different, so each kind of panel, so this right here can look a little bit different than this, so on and so forth, like you can see here to here and there to there and even up to here, and even on the dash and on the doors, because unlike every other truck out there, this is actually real leather and not kind of put together leather. You got power lumbar on the passenger seat, you got power seat on this side, and you do have this nice little leather bolster right there for your knees. This beautiful, look at that hand stitched leather grab handle right here. That is gorgeous, love that. And this also is really nice. You've got the 1794 badge right here with the star, and that is with all the really nice filigree in there, kind of like on my shotgun. Looks really, really nice. And so we will come around. So there's a couple things that are going to happen. This is satin finished, which is really nice. This piece that comes around and down, that is also going to be satin on the truck. I'm also going to do satin PPF on this piece and this piece, but I'm going to PPF the rest in the clear PPF and not in the satin finish. Let's go over here. Let's pop the hood and let's take a look at the power plant. Some of this in here is going to change as well, but here you have the iForce Max, 430 plus horsepower, 530 plus pound-feet of torque. That is your inverter. So orange cables, don't touch them. These stock air boxes, these are going away. AFE, the orange AFE ones are going on here, so it basically replaces this pipe, and the air box right here gives you about 17 more horsepower and I think about 17 more pound-feet of torque. Not sure if we'll actually feel it, but I'm gonna go with the orange ones because it kind of all ties together. You got orange, 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 orange right there, and nobody will see it until you pop the hood, and then it'll look really cool. And then there's your emission sticker. But this is proudly built in San Antonio, Texas. Thank you guys very much for teaming up with Saddleback and making this truck. As you can see, I have 1,290 pounds of payload. I have a 7630 total GVW for the truck, which means towing, I can tow around 11,000 pounds or so. Down here you'll see that there's a subwoofer down here. There's also one back behind the rear seat. Speaking of the seats, you may notice that this bolster kind of sticks out a little bit and this one doesn't. Same on that side. See that bolster there? And then you look at that one and it's kind of flat. Well, there's a reason. Helps you get in and out of the truck easier and helps you put less wear on that bolster. So obviously full power seats, you've got the power lumbar controls, But the really, really cool thing is on Toyotas, they have this. That on a long trip is fantastic. I don't know if I'd put it out that far. I'm not that tall, but right about there is good for me. You've got all your power window switches, your locks, your mirror controls, your memory seats, little cubby storage down here. You've got your cargo lamp, your running boards so you can turn them off, especially if you go into a car wash, or if you are trying to wash them by themselves. The automatic high beams, fuel door, because it is a pressurized system, so you do have to release it. Heated steering wheel, the power for the rear that we already showed there, the dimmer for the cluster, which I'll show you in a second, the trip odometer, and the rear parking assist, not rear parking assist, rear collision assist. You got to turn that off if you're backing up to a trailer to hook it up, and it sees that there's something back there. It's going to keep jamming the brakes on, so you don't want that. Special floor mats. There's all kinds of special stuff on this truck. It never ends. Once you think you've found everything, there's something new that comes around. So obviously this is a hybrid, so there is no storage. It's underneath here where the battery lives. Obviously there's a big fuse box here, and then there's another panel over there. What's really cool is it says Tundra right there. No one will ever see it, but it's there to be seen anyway. And everything comes back in here too. The beautiful hand-done leather. And it's all different. I mean, look, there's a crease right here that's not, you know what I mean? If you look at other trucks that have leather, you know, the leather is supposed to be like really nice and perfect, but this is real leather. So we got sunscreen shades right here. These windows, starting tomorrow, these windows are all going to be tinted. The windshield, the rear is going to be done as well. And then when you come inside the back seat, you've got the special floor mat. These floor mats are going to be taken out, and WeatherTech's going to be putting in here because I want to keep these new. We got heated and ventilated rear seats. We've got our USB, USB-C, USB-A, and our household outlet there as well. We got this beautiful handle right here, which mimics the handle of this bag, which I'll show you in a second. And then all this is all done in leather. You got the two cup holders right here. I do kind of miss on the TRX, it had little notches cut here, and you could stick an iPad in here. So if you had kids in the back, they could watch the iPad. I kind of wish they would have done something similar to that. Because if you do have kids back here and they want to watch TV or the iPad, they just have to hold it in their lap, whereas they could stick it right there. So that is that portion of the back seat. And let's come back around over here. Again, another, I don't know, it's just beautiful. And if you could smell this, it would just blow your mind. So look at this beautiful bag. So this bag comes with the truck. It comes with the key fob. Okay, you get two of these. One doesn't have a key in it right now because we're still waiting for the other key. Then you get this bag, and the bag has a friend that lives back in here, and it is the toolkit. But as you can see, the toolkit is also numbered for the truck. So 623 out of 1500. That's just, to me, that's just amazing. You're never gonna see that. 9 times out of 10 you don't even use it. This again is where the relay and the fuses. Again, your hybrid battery lives right underneath there. And on either side you have these vents, and there's filters in there that need to get serviced each and every time you get serviced. They check those and make sure they're clean. You've got these beautiful latches here on the seat backs, and inside here you have another pouch, and in this pouch you have your first aid kit. So your Toyota first aid kit lives in here. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a cattle being roped, I think. I'm not sure, but it's just all these amazing little touches that they did that they didn't really have to do, but they did them anyway. Let me just set this down so I can put this back in here. But the one thing I wanted to show you is this right here. Look at how thick that is. That is just amazing. And then you just cinch it back up, and away you go. Again, look at this. This is different than this and this and this and this and this and this and this, because it's real. You got sunshades again on the other side. This beautiful Tundra floor mat. The other nice thing too is, like on the Ram, you had cargo storage boxes underneath there. That would be super nice to have on this truck as well. And let's go inside and take a look. But first, actually, let's go to the glove box, because there's another hidden thing in the glove box, because I'm not done. We're not done with the leather and the personalization of it. So you get your glove box here, and you have your owner's manual that's in this beautiful leather pouch. And this leather pouch is just like the other one, except it's a different size. But again, it's numbered for the truck, and your owner's manual stuff is in there. You do get regular stuff for your owner's manual and your first aid kit. I will actually be putting those in their regular stuff and taking these things and putting them away. Beautiful glove box. This does have the optional cables. So you have the optional cables for charging, some paperwork from the assembly of the truck. I literally just got this 2 days ago. And but just look at the beautiful stitching on there. I love that they did. I love they did this. I love they didn't just put 1 of 1,500, but they actually put the number, and then they tied everything in to that. I think that's fantastic. While we're over here, let's take a look at this center console. You've got another little storage area here, and then another one right here, but this one slides. And then when you open this up, you see that this truck has the optional safe in it, and then you got the other power ports right here, and then you've got a little bit of storage in here. Not a ton, because the safe takes up a ton of room, but for me, the safe is key. We're a very big gun family, so I wanted to make sure that I got that safe. And let's go around. It's just a beautiful truck to look at. I also do like this badge, that it's not the big badge thing that sticks on top. It's just down here, and it's just small. I think that looks really nice. So let's go inside and foot on the brake, fire it up, and we'll sit in here and we'll review some items. So, like, for instance, when I was talking about that this is a TRD underneath, well, it is, because I've got crawl control, I've got my multi-terrain select, my tow haul, I've got my drive modes, my four-wheel drive stuff here. So crawl control and multi-terrain select comes on the TRD Pro. You can't get it in the others unless you get the optional off-road package. So this already is included with it. And then also you get your pano roof as well, which you can't get with the TRD Pro, along with those power running boards. Obviously, this is not real wood, but it does look nice, and it's well dampened in there. You can see, actually, I think that's the slide mechanism for it. It's well lubricated in there. So your wireless charging pad, your hold, so when you get in the truck and you put it in drive, hit this button. When you get to the light, it will actually just hold the vehicle there. Let's actually move the seat forward and do that. So if I put it in drive and I want to hit this button, when I do, take a look right there, and oh, I gotta put my seatbelt on. Safety. I'm not leaving the driveway, but again, I hit this button here and up comes that. So I'm in gear, foot off the brake, truck's gonna go nowhere, and that's how that system works. It's a great system. Obviously we have our trailer, because we do have a tow haul, so we have a full trailer menu that's in this vehicle. We have the camera view as well, so it does the full 360, or I can do it this way, which is zoomed in, go back and do it that way. I can come right back off of it, and then when I put it in reverse, which is here, now I have a tremendous amount of different views. I do have it on the auto setting, so when I slow down and I get close to I think 10 miles an hour, the front camera turns on. You do obviously have your full 360 view. It'll actually show you, if you dropped your tailgate, how far it would go back. It's got off-road pages, but it's got these views. So this is the back, and then if I hit this, that's going to show me the front. This is going to show me the front side. See how the tires are turning? Then I'm going to go to this. It's going to show me the back, the rear, and I can actually bias this. First I can zoom in and zoom out, but I can actually bias it more to one side. So if I have something over here that I make sure I don't want to hit it, that's it. Or I can just get real close, and then I can get closer, and then I can pan back. And then I have my bed view, so I can see what's in the bed. I can unlock the 360, and obviously if I'm trailering, I can use that for that. So I'm in reverse. I always want to have that backup camera on. But here's a really interesting thing. So this is your trailer hitch. That's the center. This is where your tailgate would be if it drops down. And then these are where you're going to end up if you go one way or the other. But what you can do here is you can change it so you can take the lines off. You can put them on just boxes, or you can put them on the steering side of it. So all in all, it is it's a really great system. Obviously you have dual zone climate control. You have heated and ventilated seats, the auto, the sync. You got different modes that you can use. You have a USB port right there, and then in the back you do have the vents back here. They do blow out air, so it does make it pretty comfortable back there for rear seat passengers. You have your trailer brake control right here, and I don't have a trailer, so I don't need the GPS data. And then again over here I have all these buttons here, and then I have these pedals, which I guess are racing pedals, and you can see the little blue tint right there. That is because there is ambient lighting. The color is not changeable, it doesn't have that option, but it does have the ambient lighting. And then you can go to the navigation, you can go to audio, you can go to the phone, you can go to your trip history, miles, range, what you've done, what you're doing now. Then you have all your different settings and everything like that. You can change everything. You can even see if there is a update for your vehicle, and it tells you everything that's going on with all your control modules and what they are. But obviously Apple CarPlay is the way to go. You got the rear view camera, and then up here you have the rear window up and down, which is great. It's not an auto feature, so you do have to hold it. You have your sunshade here. You have your roof open right here, so that pops open. And so now you have a sunroof. So if you can imagine, all the windows are down, sunroof's open, rear windows down. You've got it really nice setup in here. You've got your sunglass holder right here. I do like how they made it a lot deeper. It used to be, back in the day, it was more like just reading glasses. You've got your lights right here on both sides. You have your mood lighting right here, so it'll change the intensity of the lighting on the vehicle. So there it comes back up on there. And then you have your SOS button for your connected services, and obviously your door open and close, and then close the sunshade back up. You've got your sun visors with your obligatory government safety warnings. You know, this truck could roll over, and keep your seatbelt on and all that. And then you have your lighted vanity mirror along with the other side as well. You've got little microphones up in here. That is to obviously carry on a good conversation. I wish they had some grab handles up here, but I guess they're saying, well, I've got them on the A and the B pillar, so I'm good to go on that, and I don't need anything else. I have my traction control button here, my hazards, and my differential lock. The differential lock does not work unless you are in 4 low and in 1 crawl control mode. So obviously you have your emergency brake application right there as well. But yeah, I can't tell you how utterly pleased I am with this vehicle. As you guys know, I had the Rivian, and the Rivian was great. I did a lot of stuff with that truck. I hauled a lot of stuff. There's videos that you can go to on my channel that'll show what it all carries. It doesn't come with this. It doesn't come with this. The Rivian was great. I was one of the first people to get one, and when you're out there and you're charging up, it's great in the beginning, but now it's really popular and you're gonna wait. The other weekend, I was on my way back to our other house, and I had to wait 20 minutes, and then I had to wait another 20 minutes to charge up. And I said, where am I gonna be in 40 minutes down the road, 45 minutes? And I would have been a lot further, closer to home, closer to my family than I would have been had I not. So press that button, fuel door opens. Still a cap, can't use E85 on this truck, but I wanted to get back and get another full-size truck. I really toyed with the idea of getting another TRX, but I've already had the TRX, so it's like, okay, what is next? I've had a regular Ram, I've had 2 Raptors, the TRX, the Rivian. I've got 2 orders for a Cybertruck, but it's just not as good as the Rivian is at all. Unfortunately, under any circumstance, it's just I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. But then this came out, and they're gonna make 1,500 of them, and it comes with the luggage. And also, if you go to the Saddleback Leather Company's website, you can join their club and you can get $800 worth of stuff for $499. So I've got another bag coming. I've got all kinds of stuff. I got a briefcase, a portfolio, coasters, and some other cup thing. So yeah, if you go to their website, it's great. And again, you can just smell what this thing smells like. It's incredible. So going forward, window tint, AFE intakes, satin PPF here, not here. The rest of the truck PPF'd, Fruit Tint World in Pensacola. The windshield is going to be done. The side windows are going to be done. You do want to be careful. You do want to protect this interior, because again, this is real. It can fade and do different stuff. We had a lady that complained about this, and when she was looking at the truck, she's like, well, this is just wrong. This whole seat needs to be replaced. And I'm like, yeah, well, this is just how it is. It's just because it's real. I mean, look at the, I don't know if they cut these with a laser or what, but they are beautiful. And that stitching, and then just seeing the, yeah, I don't know. I can't get over it. And of course, you got your child anchors in there. It is 3 seats. There is plenty of legroom in here. I have the seat kind of all the way back. There might be some more legroom, say in the Ram or the Raptor. I know that was quite roomy back there. But yeah, this is just a, I mean, look at the view. It's a beautiful place to be. That big screen right there. I got plenty of headroom. I got about this much headroom, and I'm 5'8". I got tons of knee room. Plus, just sitting back here, the grab handle. I got to figure something out where I can kind of put maybe a bracket in there and mount that, an iPad, and kids can watch TV on the way to everywhere we go. So again, these are, you can turn them on and off if you want, but this, yeah, this is it. The limited edition 1794. The truck is just incredible. I think the only other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the exhaust. So this resonator right here does not come on the TRD Pro, and it has 2 tips. So it sounds a little bit different, but I think I'm gonna go with the AFE exhaust, which replaces the muffler. This muffler that's underneath here, I don't know if you can see it, but that thing is enormous. And I listened to the AFE one. It is super nice. It doesn't give you drone in the cab or anything like that, so it is nice. The only other thing I'm gonna have them do is I'm gonna have them PPF this, but when they go here, I wanna have this done in a satin PPF inside the letters. I think if they could do that, that would look really nice, and it would just kind of set it off. But I do like the subtlety of this truck, especially finished in black. There was a white one available, but it didn't have the safe, it didn't have the ridge grapplers, so I wanted to make sure that I had those items. But just the subtlety of this truck, you've got that in the back, which you really like hardly can even see. You've got this little badge right here, which kind of looks like the regular badge. And then other than that, there's nothing else on the outside that says what it is, which I really like. I like the stealthiness of it. Now with the suspension, it does have a 1.1 inch lift on it. There is an option that you can do the Toyota 3-inch lift all the way around, and then you can put 37s on it. Putting 37s on it, you'll be fine up here. That right there will rub just a little bit, just very, very little. But yeah, this is her. So we got some mods coming to this thing. I got gonna have a driving impressions video here in a few days. We're taking it back to Georgia from Florida, and so we'll do some driving impressions. It's not as smooth as the Rivian, but again, it's a full-size truck. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel. We're gonna be making a lot more content. I know I've said that before, but I definitely have got some more time now to be able to do it. And again, thanks to Bob Tyler Toyota for getting this truck for me. These are pretty unbelievable, pretty incredible. If you have the chance to get behind the wheel of one of these, I'm gonna tell you, you won't be disappointed. It's well worth it. It's just a beautiful road presence. So again, thanks, like and subscribe to this channel, and as always, cheers.